Couple names I'd be interested in are Snap. Snap has been super weak lately, so I'll be looking to go short on some of the names that are already super weak. Snap is one of those names if we want to go with puts. Just look at Snap flow. Snap, we got to lower the premium because it's not going to be as much as it would be with Tesla. Start with all. Okay. That's not from today. Lower this premium some more. It's not a lot. It's not a whole lot of big money that comes in the Snap. Name is a little smaller. It's not much flow in Snap. Let us know that if the market tanks, Snap is gonna die too, because that's already been super weak lately. And these contracts aren't that expensive. Yeah, Tesla didn't want to hold. So I'm gonna look at Snap now. Snap contracts are actually super cheap. $10 puts for this week are 25 cents. Get Tesla out of here. We'll put Snap on the right. We'll put SPY on the left. Yeah, I think I like Snap as a small account play. I'll let y'all know when I get in, if I get in, because it looks like I might want to test VWAP again. If we can touch like 10, 15 on Snap and then reject, and that's where I want to get in these $10 puts. That's my ideal entry. A lot of people make a mistake of trying to go short on names that are super strong if the market is dropping, because it's like, oh, well, they've got more room to fall. What you really want to do is go short on the names that are already weak. You want to sell into weakness. All right, we got a minute left for this candle closes. That looks like it's going to do what I want it to. I got up to like 10-14. I think we can reject from here. I'm in these Snap $10 puts now. They expire this week and they're pretty cheap. Put that in the chat. Snap $10 puts, 2/24 expiration. Just because they're cheap doesn't mean you need to buy like 50 contracts. Don't make that mistake either. Still got to manage that accordingly. So me playing that Snap is not necessarily a flow trade on Snap itself, but we did see the overall flow go from bullish to bearish, right? So look at all flow, expecting the market to drop here because there's still some Tesla calls, but outside of those, we got QQQ puts, IWM puts. So there's puts on the indices. And like I said, I want to pick a name that's already weak if we're going to go short. So it's not necessarily the snap flow specifically, just watching the overall market and the overall flow is what makes me want to go with these snap puts. Snap has been getting beat up since the last earnings. And it rejected it. So it broke below VWAP and it rejected it. So now I'm looking for the flush. SPY is starting to drop too. Yeah, SPY is about to make new lows. SPY is trying to make new lows. It's actually holding on right here. SPY makes some lows. This thing is gonna flush. This book we just wait. Okay, here we go, SPY. Make new lows real quick. That's new lower down SPY. Snap starting to come down some more. Go ahead and drop below $10. We was in the money. Yo, the overall flow, yeah, it's bearish now. It's a bunch of puts coming in. Yeah, the Bears are winning right now. The Bears are definitely winning right now.
You know.
Oh, no, my fault, yeah. Let's see, $10 on Snap. below $10, man. Snap will drop quick. It's not even bouncing here with SPY. That's why we go with the weak names. SPY made a new low, but it already bounced. It bounced quick. Snap is still getting beat up, even on the SPY bounce. That's why we short the weak names. It's easier to stay in there. Like we could have played spot puts today, right? Just looking at the overall flow. We could have played the indice puts, but it's gonna be more choppy. SPY's gonna bounce more on the way down. Snap's not really bouncing on this way down. Ever since it got below that VWAP and we retested it, there's really been no bounces. We're coming down slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. 3 cents from being in the money now. My bad if y'all got in late. My co-host couldn't make it to let folks know. This might be a little bit of a longer day trade. I think the morning session overall is going to be a downtrend. So we're just playing these puts for the morning session. It's not like a 3 minute scout. I'm taking that overall flow for the first part of the day. So when we do these live trading sessions, I try to give y'all different ways to play, different strategies. Because a bunch of different ways you can use flow. Same way there's a bunch of different strategies you can use with the charts, with technical analysis. There's different methods to using flow, right? Like you can just play the overall flow for that current session, right? But you have to be watching live, because if you come in the afternoon session and you hadn't watched the morning session at all, you can't play the overall flow if you didn't see how it went in the morning. Because the overall flow in the afternoon, it might be bearish, but most of those puts could have came in right at the open. So the call flow might actually be catching up and be greater than the put flow for the afternoon. So if you're trading the overall flow, I think it's easiest in the morning if you want to follow the trend and follow the money, is what we're doing now. And then there's different ways to follow the trend, right? Of course, you'll always have the indices, SPY, QQQ. You can follow those. But for today, I wanted to play this downtrend using the overall flow. So I found a name that was already super weak, already super beat up. It was Snap. And I know that if the market drops, Snap is really going to get beat up. As y'all can see, there's not a lot of chop on this downtrend. It's just a slow grind down. If you came to this session late, it is being recorded, so I'll throw it up on YouTube. So don't worry if you came late. It's going right to the Capital Flow playlist. See, SPY is trying to hold on to this 402, 402.50 low. Snap is still super weak. That's what I want to see. Snap is still weak while the market is bouncing a little bit. So SPY really flips red. Snap is going to flush below $10. And we're still in profit.
JT, I was in the chat asking you what was the entry because I came in a little late.
25 cents.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We still got time, right?
What do you mean, time to get in right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too far from entry. It's like 27 cents now, so it's not too far from entry. Okay, yeah, we're moving now. Come on, $10. Come on, $10 snap. I want to start doing not edit these. I'm gonna start doing time lapses on these parts. Makes it easier to watch the playback. Some guy I follow when he does live trading, he's doing like some really cool time lapse edit on the times where you just literally just watching the chart, watching the candles, and not saying much. I think I want to start doing that for YouTube.
Hey, JT,
What's up?
what's your target on Snap? Like this 985 area, or are you a little lower?
990.
990. Okay.
990 will be my target. Okay, yeah, SPY's coming back down towards lows. We had break at $10. Trying to make this money, man. Oh yeah. All right, we're in the money on these snap puts. Up about 15%. $10 might want to put up a fight. That's okay. I got time today. Oh yeah, Spies tanking. Come on down, Snap. Come on down. Come on down, baby. There we go. There we go. That's what I want to see, Snap. We're up over 20% now on Snap. Put this back up for you. Y'all can feel free to start trimming too. I know I said 990 would be my target, but ideally you want to take profits on your way there. So we check back in on the overall flow. Yeah, the put buyers are definitely winning right now. Call buyers are getting smoked. The top buy contracts are only Tesla calls, which, like I told you got to be careful with that Tesla flow because that ends up most of the time just being a lot of gambling. It's a lot of gambling, a lot of speculation, a lot of guessing. So it can be right, but the chart really has to be there for me to play that Tesla flow. Like I'm not just gonna see Tesla flow and get in just because it's Tesla flow. That's one of the ones that can really be kind of tricky. It's so much money that goes into Tesla. And any of y'all that have used Capital Flow and watched Tesla flow in real time, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like it's ridiculous amounts of money that come into Tesla in both directions on any given day. And a lot of time they're just wrong. Like they're just so wrong and losing tens and millions it's ridiculous. So the Tesla flow is kind of tricky. And that's the only one I say you really got to be careful with. Well, you look at these puts, we got plenty of QQQ puts, plenty of spot puts. Overall flow is bearish. So that's what lets me know that the market is going to start the day in the downtrend, which we have. I just chose to trade Snap, a name that's already been getting beat up, already pretty weak, as opposed to the indices. Normally I trade the indices, but I wanted to give y'all something different on this session and show y'all that you don't need to trade the indices every day. So I think on there's already a few live trading sessions where we've done SPY and QQQ, right? So we could have took the indices, but giving y'all something different this morning. Find a name that's already weak, and with the overall flow being bearish, we take puts on that name. So this morning that was Snap. We got some good money coming in. I actually forgot to update this in the channel. 20%. SPY is bouncing on set S3. Spies bouncing at S3. Did y'all get in Snap with me? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you got in Snap with me and making some money with me. Thumbs up in the chat if you're making some money with me on Snap right now. Yes, sir. That's what I like. That's what I like to see, y'all. Oh yeah, everybody on here is making some money. Everybody on here is making money. I love it, y'all. I love it. Okay, y'all, so for the sake of keeping this YouTube video kind of short, I cut out the rest of the live trading session, but I want to show you how it ended up playing out for the rest of the day. So as you can see, Snapchat did continue to drop all day, and it did touch this target that I gave of 990. So overall, it ended up being a 50% trade, which is definitely a great trade to start the week. And we found it thanks to Capital Flow. So if you want to create a Capital Flow account, just go to the website. It's capitalflow.app. Works great on mobile, tablet, desktop, whatever you have. It comes with a 7-day free trial, and after the free trial, it's $35 per month. So it's super affordable and one of the best trading tools that you can have. Again, the website is capitalflow.app. The link will be in the description of this video. Thanks for watching.